The major news today is, of course, the announcement that the impeachment proceeding against current U.S. President Donald Trump is going to go through. This passed through a vote which was almost entirely along party lines, except for two Democrat votes who voted against it. Now, this means that Democrat Adam Schiff now has the go ahead to carry out a full and legit investigation into alleged misconduct against by Donald Trump with regards to connections inside of Ukraine, in which he allegedly asked the president there to carry out an investigation against a political opponent in order to dig up dirt for him. So this represents one of the very few times in history that this kind of vote has taken place and has passed. The only other time this has happened is with Nixon and Bill Clinton, but both of those did not hit the second vote, which is dominated by the Republicans, so we're fairly certain is not going to take place, but you never know what may come in the following months. There may be legit cause to get rid of Trump. Now, it's very obvious that Trump is a tremendously corrupt individual. I mean, he's a member of the bourgeoisie. If you were to even defend him claiming that he's not corrupt, would be nothing more than an act of ignorance on your part. Now, of course, every politician, particularly presidents, use their position in order to enrich themselves and their friends. But I think something that's just a little bit different in this case is the fact that Trump really only enriched himself. Maybe some of the other big bourgeoisie are feeling a bit left out, and maybe they're angry about it and want to take it out on him. In either case, the idea that somehow Trump could not be corrupt is frankly nonsense. He's very clearly packed the White House full of his own family. He's attempted to divert government meetings to his own properties where he would be able to profit off of it. And of course, something that people would lose their minds over if Obama did it. But for some reason, because it's Trump, it's not a big deal. Of course, what we're looking at is a great hypocrisy. Look, Trump defenders will defend anything he does, no matter what it is, no matter how ridiculously against the rules or corrupt it is. And the people that will call him on it, the people who liked Obama, looked completely the other way when Obama was doing things. Not the same things, but he was doing other things. And they say, well, and then they natter back and forth. Well, you don't say anything when your guy does it. That's because you're both full of it. I think it's pretty obvious by now that both of these sides, the Democrat and the Republican side, are both completely full of it. They always look the other way when it's their guy who breaks the rules, does something unethical, etc. That's very clear. It's very clear that this is nothing more than politics rather than a real solid moral outrage against crimes that were committed. And trust me, there's plenty of crimes to go around for all of them. But it's so, just in your head when you have to listen to these people who are completely full of it, just going on like their side isn't guilty of these absolute things, and even taking place within a span of only 4 years, the previous presidency. But the one thing that really got me on this was the Republicans going on about, oh, this is a Soviet-style bill. What does that even mean? I'm assuming that's some kind of anti-democratic shot because they believe the Soviet Union was a dictatorship and not a democracy. A different kind of democracy, but that doesn't make it a dictatorship. Although it's interesting to see the kind of logic here. The Soviet Union is a great big dictatorship. Also, they had laws that held people accountable and had people removed from office. So, which is it? The leader was an absolute dictator who couldn't be removed from power, but also they had laws to remove the person at the top out of power unjustly. How does that contradiction not even... How do they not notice that in their own mind? It's complete and absolute nonsense. But then again, complete and absolute nonsense is par for the course for American politics. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.